Lydia Des Dolles, MMA Connect TV, standing backstage at Cooper's MMA in Navan at the Battle Arena Interclub with the victorious Stephen Mullen and coach Ben Davis.
Oh, how are you?
Hello.
Thanks for
Hi,
having us.
Ben.
How's it going?
Your beard is in.
Mighty beard.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
All good. Like going in there, knowing his striking was pretty good, but like we've been practicing a lot. You know, my stand-up, especially after my last fight, I lost by decisions. Yeah.
One, yes. Clear.
Controversial?
Nah, they should have at least been a split decision if they were going to give it to the guy, but Stephen scored all the takedowns, so technically he should have won. So.
But once again, just went in there. I was a lot calmer. Didn't want to throw the adrenaline. Once again, Ben was brilliant throughout the whole time. So real happy to have him on the team.
I know. And do you know what? One thing, Ben, is if anyone is around you when you're in the corner of your fighters, you're so composed and very calm, and you very clearly give out your directions. That's obviously.
I used to get too. You might see me when I'm outside the cage. I'm screaming. And sometimes I worry, Jesus, do I sound really bad, or am I being abusive? But then I started realizing when I analyzed myself coaching, watching the guys' fights, that when I was getting in the cage, I was too at them. And then when you get in there in between rounds, that's when they need calm. When you're outside the cage, you need to scream because they're in a bubble. So that was something I learned myself about coaching. Only last, I'd say, about a year, I've just started doing that.
For those of us who are kind of on the outside and who've known you for a while, and obviously the club itself is just going from strength to strength. You're everywhere. You guys, you've such a strong team now that's coming together. It must feel really good, knowing that the work that you've put in from the start is now kind of coming to fruition and it's all coming together for you.
Yeah. When we have a bad weekend at a show or something, when I get home, I'm just, what can I do to make them better? And I just love them. They fucking, excuse my language, they sacrifice everything. They want to go and, put it all on the line. So I just want to give them all the opportunities that they can, so yeah.
Do you find, obviously, with a lot of coaches, God, it's loud here, with a lot of coaches that are around at the moment, not a lot of them are competing at a high level like your coaches, like Ben is. I mean, you're still a professional fighter, in between coaching. Does that give you a kind of silent confidence when you go in there?
It does, because he's been there, he's doing it right now. He's in the moment while we're learning from it, and I want to be up to his level. If anything, work my hardest. I have to be as good as him, or. Well, I'm just getting to his level, trying anyway.
Why did you decide to get into MMA and start competing?
I feel self-defense is always a big thing for me. I could be a tall guy, but I never felt that confidence before. Then once again.
Certainly are tall.
And then, say, situations happened before where I didn't know how to defend myself. And then after that, I did jiu-jitsu. Then came to Galway, met Ben, and here we are now.
That's the kind of the story that you want to hear in combat sports and martial arts, isn't it? I started for self-defense and now I'm winning in competition, you know what I mean? There you go. And I always say, even to the smaller kids that I interview, I'm like, why did you start? Oh, I was getting bullied in school. Do you get bullied now? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, what's happening? They're like, it's down to confidence. They're walking different, they're talking different. Do you agree?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Bullies look for weakness. Yes. If you don't give if you're not giving signs back of weakness, then they don't know how to deal with that. So that's what it's all about ultimately. And
I mean, you've got small kids yourself, and I see on yourself and Indy, your wife, on your Snapchat or on your Instagram, they're starting to train now as well. Obviously, that makes you really proud, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes though, because. You're picking kids up from schools. Our parents, we wouldn't be able to have a gym if it wasn't for both of our parents help us with babysitting, and it's hard to then pick them up from school. So I respect any parents that takes their kids to any kind of activity after school, because it's you're working, maybe you're picking your kids up from school, then you're taking them to do an activity for an hour, and they're tired from school. So I love taking them, but sometimes they're just you have to move.
Boring.
Yeah. And Indra, one day Indra tried to cover our kids class because we have a guy, Dom, who teaches the kids. And so she covered him one time, and it's impossible to teach your own kids, honestly. Yeah.
I suppose it's hard to coach your wife as well, Ben.
God. Yeah.
But listen, what's next for you now? Do you know what's next?
Once again, gotta get back in the gym, work on, what I was saying to Ben right after, I was seeing my faults, seen my, things I was very positive at. But once again, work on it all. And next fight, hopefully, whatever, as soon as possible. Get back in there as soon as possible. So yeah.
Well done, well done. I was delighted to get you on the show. It's your first time on the show, and the first time for you as well. I always I have to get Ben on the show, so it's a celebratory day. But any shout outs before I let you go?
Shout out to Stephen Mullen. My voice is gone, sorry. Stephen Mullen, Connemara man. He should be 3-0 now, And just shout out to all the Shaolin Army out in Galway and everyone in Irish MMA. Peace, Let's keep doing more shows like this. This isn't a club, but this is the way amateur MMA should be. It's about experience,
Absolutely brilliant. The Shaolin MMA boys. Check them out if you're in Galway. Recommend it. Yo!